Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Rusty Autoholic guy, where you see every single nut and bolt that I work on. Now, since the last time you saw my 2005 Wrangler Unlimited Rubicon, I did go ahead and get new tires put on it. I didn't show that because I wasn't allowed to film it. All I really did was put the new tires in the back, went to the tire shop, they installed them, and I came back home. So nothing really huge. The last final thing though, also, it is now passed Virginia inspection. So this is street legal. Now, the only other thing that I don't like about it right now is the soft top. You can't see through the windows. The back is actually completely unzipped. You can't zip it. And it's watertight-ish. So I'm having to keep it parked in the shop or underneath the carport. So on today's video, we're going to be taking this top off, which I have no idea how to do, and we are installing this. This is a replacement top for factory hardware from Bestop. So I will have a nice new top, clear windows, and I'll be able to zip up the back end. So yeah, let's get started. First, I tried removing the rear quarter panel window, and then, as you can see here, I'm trying to get the door off, but it hasn't been off in a while, so it's pretty stuck. Next, I pulled the new replacement top out of the box and laid it out in the sun. Having it out in the sun helps the fabric stretch so you can more easily get it onto your old hardware. Here I try undoing the rear window, but the zippers were locked up. Moving back to the driver's side, I took the rear quarter panel back off. Again, gave a couple of tries on removing the rear window with no success. Finally, I decided it was just going to be easier to leave the rear window as it was and start removing the old soft top per the instructions that I had gotten from Bestop. While you can't really tell with time lapse, it was really quite a struggle to get the old top to unlatch from the holders around the door frame. Moving to the interior, I then undid the Velcro on the two center bows on the soft top hardware. Finally, I used a screwdriver to remove all the screws holding the fabric to the header of the original soft top. Even though it wasn't the warmest day outside, this was labor intensive enough that I had to go from wearing a sweater to just a t-shirt. With all the fasteners removed, I then removed the original soft top from the Wrangler Unlimited. With the original top off, I then laid the new fabric onto the original soft top frame on my Wrangler. With the new top in place, I then secured the rear of the top to the rear bow of the original hardware. Just as a note, you have to reuse all the original fasteners that you pulled out from the original top on this new top. The instructions from Bestop actually tell you to fold the original frame back and to assemble the whole top with the frame laid backwards. I found that to be too difficult, so what I ended up doing was connecting the back of the top and sliding the front fabric over the front header so I could more easily put together the rest of the top. With me back in the center of the Wrangler, I secured the center sections of the new top to the center bows on the hardware. These are just Velcro, but I ended up pulling it apart and putting it back together to make sure they were really snug around the center bows. Laying the new top backwards, I then used the original fasteners to secure the fabric to the header of the original soft top frame. The instructions tell you to work from the center outwards, which is why I keep going from the passenger side to the driver's side. But the other thing I did that you can't really see all that well, as I was putting in a fastener, I was also trying to pull the top so the fabric was stretched as much as possible. Now I had missed a step, so I had to go back to the original soft top to pull out the plastic corner stiffeners that were inside of it. You need to reuse those in your new soft top fabric that you get from Bestop. With the plastic corner stiffeners installed, it was time to secure the rear corners of the new top onto the tub of the Wrangler. There really isn't a trick to this other than pulling down lightly on the top and getting everything to line up correctly. Moving back to the windshield, it was time to secure the header of the top to the windshield. Next, it was time to attach the corner panels by aligning the zippers to the top. I didn't catch this until after I went for a test drive after I finished this video. I forgot to secure the front of the quarter panels around the door trim. Next, I pulled the tailgate bar out of the original rear window and installed it to the new rear window I had gotten from Bestop. With the tailgate bar installed, I then secured the rear window on the zippers of the top. Lastly, I secured the top to the channel on the door surround. Okay guys, we have the new Bestop top installed. I really liked it. It actually wasn't that difficult to install, and I have never dealt with the soft top before. It was actually more difficult getting the original top off. I didn't quite follow the instructions. They tell you to tilt the frame all the way back, and I just couldn't figure out how that was going to work, so I kind of did it my own way, but I think it worked out really well. So anyway, leave a comment down below, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you did, you know what to do. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. And if you have, as always, thank you. It means the world to me, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Goodbye.